Hi, how are you? Matt Watson here from CarWow. So I'm sat in a Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT and next to me is an Audi R8 rear wheel drive and we're going to have a drag race because I want to see which is quickest over a standing quarter mile, this big SUV or that little supercar. Seems like an odd matchup, but this thing is just so nuts that it could run that close. And I'll tell you why. So this has a 4-litre twin turbo V8 with 640 horsepower and 850 newton meters of torque. It drives all four wheels by an 8-speed automatic gearbox with launch control. It weighs in at just over 2.2 tonnes and it costs £150,000. That Audi, it has a 5.2 litre naturally aspirated V10. It drives the rear wheels only via a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox. It has 570 horsepower and 550 newton meters of torque, so it's way down on power and torque compared to this. However, it's a lot lighter. It weighs in at just under 1.6 tonnes. It's also less expensive, starts at £132,000. This is going to be interesting because I know this thing launches like crazy. That might struggle off the line. I really don't know what's going to happen. In fact, I want you to vote now in the pinned comment what you think will win. Also, if you want to compare the car stats side by side, you can just pause the video and just have a look at the numbers if you're that way inclined. Enough of that. If you like these kind of drag races, please, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. You won't miss any of these mad uploads. And if you do subscribe, remember to hit that bell icon. And then you'll get the alerts when we put a new video live. I'm excited. Buy, sell, car, wow. Now, before we race, let's do the customary CarWow sound check. So I'm going to rev up this Porsche. So here we go. That's a 4,000 RPM soft limiter, so I'm going to do the old trickaroo, do the launch control soft limitery thingy. Oh God, it didn't like that. Yeah, that's not such a good cheat. Let's see what that R8 sounds like. It's going to sound better in a naturally aspirated V10. So we have Nick, nice Nick from CarWow, who's going to be revving up the Audi. Go on, give it some revs, Nick.
Here we go, you ready for this? Naturally aspirated V10. And at not even 3.5.
All this soft limiter makes you want to die.
What are we going to do about this, Matt?
Do the launch control trick. It didn't work in this car, but let's see if it does in the Audi. I'm pretty sure it will. It actually sounds like someone drilling, doesn't it?
It's still only 4,000, but it is better.
It is better, isn't it? Now, let's warm their tyres. Hopefully, we'll be allowed to do that and the manufacturers won't stop us. Yes, I can turn off the stability in this Porsche Cayenne, so I'm going to go right ahead now and try to, though four-wheel drive SUV, it's not meant for sliding around and donuting, but I don't give up. Oh, it's just nuts. Oh no, we've got someone to steer. That's enough of that. I just feel so sorry for the tyres.
Why don't you go and warm up your tyres now?
All right, stop that now. That's enough. Come on, we all knew it was going to look better, didn't we? Hopefully it's got enough tyres to race. Let's do this. Before we do though, if you're thinking about selling your car... What's that all about? Anyway, if you're thinking about selling your car and you want to know how much it's really worth, click on the pop-out banner up there, follow the link in the description below to go to CarWow. All you have to do is upload some photos, brief description, and our dealers will bid on your car. Just pick the highest offer, they'll come to your house, take your car away, put the money in your account. And 83% of the people that sell their car through CarWow say that they got their best price through CarWow. So there. Now, if you want to do that at a later date, simply Google "Help Me CarWow" and we will help you sell your car. That's that important bit over. Let's race now.
Oh, come on, wheels!
This takes off so well. Dropped him completely. Oh, come on, Cayenne! Oh yeah! That was massively satisfying. I beat your supercar with my big heavy SUV. How do you feel about that?
I don't feel great, to be honest. I didn't get a good start. These gearboxes are great on the move, but they've got a heck of a delay when you try and launch them. I know that if I compensate for that, I can get a way better launch.
That involves him timing it perfectly. I'll be watching him, make sure he doesn't jump the start, yeah?
3.
I had him on the start. You timed it better. Got no chance though. Boom!
So I'm not going to blame the gearbox that time, but this car, it's only got two-wheel drive. Hooks up when it gets into second, but then I'm just playing catch-up.
This thing is just brutal off the line. It just keeps pulling. Do you know what? Because I'm a good sport, instead of best 2 out of 3, which I have just won, let's just say this is the only race that matters. Whoever wins this takes the prize, okay? It's your last chance and your only chance.
That's very kind of you.
Or maybe I just want to really humiliate him. I just want to launch this car again because it's so much fun. That's the truth. Oh, if you haven't done so already, why don't you follow me on Instagram? I'm at Watson Cars.
3.
Oh, you got a better start that time.
Come on, Audi.
Here he comes. Oh, woo! What a strange selection of laughs and whoops. I watch these videos back and I just cringe at myself. I'll hand it to you, you did well. In your bright red supercar, you did all right. You lost to a big grey SUV.
Couldn't reel you in at the end, but ultimately I think I'd rather drive home in this.
Thing is though, Nick, your journey home involves just mainly driving on the motorway and then through town. Would you rather be in that for that kind of journey than this? I think not. That's enough of that. You lost.
So then what exactly happened? Well, the Porsche won, completing the standing quarter mile in 11.3 seconds, while the Audi took 11.4 seconds.
Now we're going to have a rolling race from 50 miles an hour. The car's in their normal driving mode and automatic mode for the gearbox. 3, 2, 1, go. Kick down.
Who's got the slow car now? Not me.
Is he going to beat me to the half mile? Oh, yes, he is. He's getting his revenge. What's going to be at the mile, though? So you got to taste a bit of victory there, didn't you, Nick?
It's pretty fast, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very fast, actually. I quite like the look of the rear end, and I noticed how the spoiler went up as he went over a certain speed. Do you know what your top speed was through the mile track? Because mine was about 170 miles an hour. What were you reading?
I didn't even see anything on the dials here.
Let's find out now, though, for the next race, okay? You've got to keep your eyes on it, because we're going to do another rolling race, but this time take the kick down of the gearbox out of the equation. All right, we're going to do the same thing again, rolling race from 50 miles an hour, but this time the cars are in their sportiest setting and manual mode for the gearbox. We're doing a roll on in 3rd gear. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's better this time for the Turbo GT. Will I beat him to the half mile? No, I won't. Let's see where we're at the mile. I forgot to look at my top speed then. Did you look at yours?
Yes, I did, Matt. 175 miles an hour.
I must have been doing less than that then. And seeing as I was doing 178 in the last race, you'll have been doing more than that because you were further ahead of me in the first race. Do you know what? We've cocked this up, haven't we? We've done this the wrong way round. Either way, he still won. Final challenge. Okay, now we're going to have a brake test from 100 miles an hour. Whichever car stops in the shortest distance wins. If you'd rather watch another drag race involving that R8, Click on the pop-out banner up there for the link in the description below. If not, stay here for the brake test with the German cars. If I beat him in this, he should hang his supercar head in shame. Anyway, here comes the line. I'm going to stop talking. I don't know if I would though. I got excited. I thought I would, but then I looked at it again and I might not have done. That might have been premature. Okay, so you won that, didn't you? Just about.
That was so much closer than I thought, but I mean, a supercar can't lose a brake test.
You got to admit though, for a moment when we were slowing down, you were a little bit worried.
Apparently, unfounded concern. Nothing to lose sleep over.
Now, if you'd like a performance car, which is a lot less expensive than these two, but it's still pretty blooming quick and good fun to drive, and there's a great saving on it through CarWow, click on the pop-out banner up there for the link in the description below.